This is the Manker MK34. It was sent me courtesy of Manker for the review. There are two versions, the XP-G3 cool white and the Nikia 219, which is neutral white. I got the XP-G3 cool white version. The light comes in the standard Manker box. You have the manual in English and Chinese, very long manual, lanyard or spare O-rings, and the light itself. I got the XP-G3 version, cool white. There is also available another version, the one that uses Nikia 219, that are around, I think, 5000 Kelvin with high creep. As you can see, it's a very short and compact light for having 12 emitters. The MSRP on this light is $129.99, which I find to be reasonable. You can unscrew the body. You have three 18650 batteries and the head. The user interface is the following. From off, a single click will always give you the lowest mode, which is Firefly mode. To turn the light off, a long press. Now, you can increase the brightness by clicking the switch each time. From Firefly you get low, medium 1, medium 2, high. If you keep pressing, the light will go back in brightness from high mode, medium 2, medium 1, low, Firefly, and then back on from Firefly to low, medium 1, longer press to turn the light off. A long press when the light is off will return to the last used mode. And wherever you are, double press and you get the turbo mode. To get back to the regular output, double click. Now when you are in turbo mode, there are also some kind of levels you can access with a single click, which is strobe, some kind of flashing. This is the SOS. Now there is a beacon, and you have the battery indicator, which is a LED that glows under the switch. The LED under the switch will also glow when you are using the light. When it's under 50% it becomes purple, when it's under 20% it becomes red. As you can see, my light is cool white. It's not a bad cool white, I think. I'm not a cool white guy, but that's what I can say. It's a cool white. It's a cool white tint. There is the tripod hole for the tripod mount, which is great. I don't like when lights have the tripod screw on the tail cap. Means that if you have a very small tripod, the light will fall off if you try to put it in an incline too much. In this position I used even in the outdoor to do the beam shot and to do some video. It worked perfectly fine. The threads are anodized, so you can physically lock out the light by unscrewing a bit the head. You can also take apart the optics on my sample. You can just unscrew them. They come off, and there is under each bezel, sorry, there is a glass with air treatment. Under that there is an O-ring with the lens. The switch is a bit harder than the other Manker, but as you can see, no problem. I can click it all day long, and it protrudes a bit. The light is very small, it's very short. It's shorter than an Army Tech Wizard. The beam that produces, as you will see in the beam shot in the video, it's a very, very broad and wide beam. At the turbo mode, I got 97 meters. I measured the distance with my laser meter, and I was able to see up to 97 meters at the turbo mode, and at the high mode I was able to see about around 75 meters. So what you can say, I have to tell you that I had trouble with my camera getting the whole beam inside the peaks, because the beam is very wide. This light is made for close illumination, and that's it. You cannot expect a lot of throw with this kind of setup. The light, it should produce, according to Manker, 8000 lumen. On my sample I measured 6800 lumens, more or less. So this kind of beam is very difficult to measure the brightness because it's very wide, and when you have an extreme light, which means it's or a completely thrower light or a very flood light, it's also some kind of trouble. Actually I had to change my setup different times in order to get this reading, and but 6800 lumen, it's not bad. I don't know if that's the real measurement. I will wait. My suggestion is to wait the other reviewers, the other measurements from other people. Of course the Nikkei version will be slightly less bright, but you will gain a lot in color and definition of the colors. The only issue I have with this light is that it's very picky about the battery length. I mean, I have I used the 3xXP-G3 in this light, and I had to put solder blobs on top of each cells, because of course you will need a bottom top cell in order to make contact on the positive pole of the head. But if the positive pole is too long, the battery is too long, and it gets crushed when the head is twisted on the light. So my suggestion is to take, of course, Manker recommends unprotected IMR cells, otherwise you will not be able to get all the power from the light, but you should also take the very short ones. Yeah. Here is the runtime graph I got with the 3xXP-G3 3000 milliamps hour. And as you can see, there are two step downs, one step down at high mode, one step down at turbo mode. They are both temporized, so it's not a matter of heat. I tried with the big fan to cool off the light, and there is no difference in the run. They are temporized, so it means that you can always reset them by making a double click on turning off and on back the light, so the light will always work back on to turbo mode or high mode, of course, until the batteries will support them. After the step down, all the level I tested are very flatly regulated. The runtime is very good.